We find ourselves in a tavern at the edge of the world. The party is sitting at a table, somber expressions on their face, as the woman in black, the grave tender, sits with them still. As they converse, having taken a break from their previous night, the woman looks up, regarding the rest of the party, and begins to recount the tale that she had told previously. Following their return to Frostwind from Merkerheim, Reyna had received a new mark by the name of Thialfi from her patron. Obligated to the task, Reyna and her friends made their way to Snowcradle Keep, where they fought with a man and a large devil who appeared to be working in tandem with him. With her mark neutralized, the party then teleported to the location of their friends, the Rangers, to hopefully get some insight into the task to collect the gems for the amulet. Once there, they instead got invested in a deep conversation on the nature of their worship, or lack thereof. Following this heart-to-heart about the gods, Morgan decided to spend some more time with the Rangers, teleporting the rest of the party to where Brynja dreaded the most, the Mooncatcher tribe. Upon an unwelcome arrival, Brynja discovered both her father and the speaker for their tribe had gone to Deadcrest Mound, a mysterious and strange place where a coven of hags, known as the Gloom Sisters, is said to reside. You find yourselves walking up the side of Deadcrest Mound. The forest has slowly given way to a clearing barren of life. Grass and shrubs even begin to disappear the further you climb up the hill. Before you is a long journey up the side of this massive mound, littered only with barren rock and dirt as you continue to traverse upwards. The sky above, clear, with no clouds or storms in sight. What do you do?
Real quick, I realized this after the fact that this is something I probably would have done on the way here, because I forget that I could do it. Um, I would have liked to cast divination, uh, on Seun
Ooh, okay.
on our way as we're
Ooh.
getting into the thick of it. So I need to do a normal success. So we roll. What's my faith? Okay. Oh, explosion.
Hell yeah.
Okay, 13.
A 13, okay.
Yes.
Nice. All right. How do you prepare yourself for this divination?
I probably would either have on our way, was there any bodies of water or something, or small pools or something, or I think
It's
by
pretty
then
barren up here.
it's pretty barren. You're right, because it is. I think I have. Oh, I do have a small steel mirror in my inventory. Lovely. Um, I would like to use that and focus on that. And reach out to her.
Okay. You pull out the mirror, taking some time to stop along the side of the hill, focusing, touching the spot where you feel the power of the blessing coursing through you. You focus, looking down at the mirror, and you begin your divination. It doesn't take long before you feel a connection open through the mirror, as if you're sitting within a pool of water, despite there being no water around you.
Seon, can you hear me?
I can, Brynja.
I am on my way, or I've arrived at Deadcrest Mound. Apparently, Raisha left for there a few months ago? Weeks?
That is a dangerous
Going-
place. Why would she go there?
My father. He apparently became very troubled after I left. Lost his position. He was always close to Raisha. And he left apparently for Deadcrest Mound, and she went after him when he didn't return.
Gloom sisters are not to be trifled with. What is your plan?
First off, find out what happened to them. If my father made some sort of bargain, obviously something happened where Raisha didn't return. No one was going to send help. They were just going to wait until you picked someone else. I was going to ask you, what do you suggest? I've only heard stories. I honestly thought they were mostly fairy tales.
They are very real, Brynja. Do not underestimate them. Many hear the word hag or witch and they think of a mortal. When a coven of them forms, it's more than that. They do nothing out of the kindness of their own heart. They always have an agenda. Be wary of anything they offer you.
What if what if they made a bargain with them? How could I break a bargain that I did not make?
With the likes of a coven, it is difficult outside of killing the hags. I would caution you. I do not believe it is a task you or your group is strong enough to take.
I'll keep that in mind. What would you... Obviously, I want to bring Raisha home, but... I suppose I'll just have to see what's stopped her from coming back. Anyway, I wanted to give you a... let you know that's currently what's going on. Where your Seer is at. If you had any insights, so thank you.
Do as you feel you must. While they have their own agenda and they act in self-interest, some do find benefit in the deals they make.
I've had enough deals for a lifetime, and I hope we can find something. Thank you.
I will be watching. And you feel the connection fade as the water feels like it drains around you, leaving you back on the barren hillside.
I'll jog back up to everyone else. So, and I'll kind of relay the warnings that she gave me about the hags. And about fighting them, if it came to that. She doesn't have much faith that we are strong enough.
So we need to outthink this situation. We'll figure something out.
We survived one encounter with the hag, right? What's 3 more?
I forgot we did that. I tried to black it out of my mind. We'll make for it this one.
I just hope he didn't make a deal that I can't get him out of.
Figure it out as we go, love.
March ahead.
Yup.
You continue your trek upwards. Step by step, you get further to the top of Deadcrest Mound. As you walk, the silence sits heavy. Stress and anxiety fill each of your bodies as you wonder what's to come next. As you blink, you each find yourselves somewhere else.
Not again.
Alone.
Oh,
Not again.
yeah, because I'm not there this
What?
time, bud.
What?
Fuck.
Oh no!
Yeah, bud. We're doing it again. Woo!
Not again. God. Last time I got fucking cursed and shit. No.
I don't like this. I
Y'all.
don't like.
Oh, this ain't gonna be
We're in danger.
Uh-huh.
I'm in danger.
Brynja. As you blink and your eyes open, you find yourself in a familiar forest. The area around the Mooncatcher tribe of Westwatch. You're standing at the edge of a clearing. The woods all around you hum with familiar wildlife. As you look out at the clearing, you hear the sound of laughter. Children. You watch as 2 kids come running through the clearing. Familiar to you. You and your brother. You're chasing him in a game of tag as you run amidst the woods, enjoying the simplicity of being a kid. You catch on the other side of the clearing, watching leaned up against a tree, is the visage of your mother, smiling as she watches the 2 of you run and play. Not long after, you hear the sound of footsteps as your father runs past you into the clearing, laughing with a stick as he chases both of you, waving it around wildly, pretending to be some monster. Both of you break free and run off, ditching your game of tags as you run about the clearing trying to avoid your dad. Eventually, he manages to catch both of you when you collapse into the field as he wrestles around, giving you a hug and laughing, tickling you before eventually you both give up. You take in the moment, the happiness, the kinship, and as you blink, they disappear. Instead, in the middle of the clearing, in a field of beautiful flowers, kneeling. Back to you, you see Seeker Raisha. Seer Raisha. Sorry, not Seeker.
Just her.
Just her.
I move forward. Am I I can move forward in the space? I try to approach.
You approach. Stepping through the clearing, through the grass, through the flowers, you approach the seer. She gives a little motion of her head, indicating as if she heard your approach. An ear slightly longer than what you'd expect on a normal human, thanks to her shifter heritage. You see a twitch, much like a deer. Brynja, is that you?
Yes. Is that you, Seer?
It is.
Is this some kind of memory, or is this like this has never happened before?
This current interaction is not a memory.
Okay. What are you doing here? Where is here?
I don't know.
But you know everything.
If only that were true. Forgive me, the last few days they've been a blur. I'm having a hard time remembering.
Can I touch her? Can I reach out, touch her shoulder?
You can.
It's been longer than a few days. You went after my father, didn't you?
That's right. I did, yes.
Did you find him?
She kind of moves her head back to center, staring off into the distance, thinking, yes. Yes.
I'm gonna move to kneel in front of her and look her in the eyes, lock eyes, have her look at me. Try to focus.
She looks you over. Oh my, you've grown so much.
Yeah. It's been a while.
She kind of focuses on your eyes. Oh, you poor child. What have you been through?
Nothing I didn't put upon myself. Our ladies, Sayon couldn't contact you. You have her worried. Whatever this is, she can't reach us.
You see her kind of concern growing more on her face. I don't remember where I am. I've been trying to reach out to the spirits and nothing.
Went to Deadcrest Mound. I was coming to find you and father, and found myself here. It's muddling with your mind. You've been gone. Everyone thinks you're dead. The tribe thinks you're dead.
Dead.
You need to get out of here. need to find father and get out of here.
She kind of looks down to the field that she's kneeling in. And when she looks back up, you see a trickle of blood running from the corner of her mouth.
I'm gonna wipe it off.
As you do, you feel her beginning to shake. She looks down again, and you follow her gaze, and you see this red spot beginning to form on her clothes, right under her rib cage, growing larger and larger as blood begins to move downwards, encompassing all of her clothing, beginning to pool around you in the space.
No. What happened? No, you're okay. You're okay. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna try and like put pressure on it, just kind of like I don't know what to do.
As you do, she seems kind of shocked for a moment as you begin to put pressure on the wound, and she looks up, looking past you, and in a quick movement, Brynja, look out! And she pushes you to the side as a massive bear leaps where you just were, colliding with her as they both roll, your vision fading.
Fuck. Oh fuck.
Reyna.
Yeah, that's me.
Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, what's up, Odin?
You too find yourself somewhere familiar. You find yourself walking down a familiar path. Thoughts weigh heavy on your shoulders as the things going on in your life, the conflicts within your group, how you feel about your husband. It's a familiar memory, one that you're just walking and living. You know what happens next. In an instant, you feel an arrow hit underneath your shoulder. Stumbling forward, you see figures come out from the rocks all around you. Familiar figures. People you thought you could trust. Your husband is one of them. Living the memory again is difficult as you fight, and you fight as hard as you can, taking many of them down with you, suffering cut after stab after arrow as you feel yourself getting weaker and weaker with each hit. As you go to strike against one of the combatants, you find strength completely leave your body. As you look down, and you see a blade directly in your chest. Holding the blade is Vigo. He smiles. A somber smile, but still a smile. It didn't have to be this way, Reyna. And he reaches forward, putting 2 fingers on your forehead, giving you a little nudge as you slide backwards off the blade and onto the ground. Staring up at the sky as the snowflakes slowly fall on your face. Darkness takes you again. You hear a new voice. We feel your anger, Reyna. Your hatred. I know you want to kill him. In this moment, you feel nothing but rage and sadness, the same feelings of betrayal that you felt when you first died. Let us help with that. Crag. As you blink, you're met with flashes. Early on in your life, as you were growing up, learning to smith, to forge, spending what little time you could with your dad. All of it begins to slowly go downhill as you continue along your path. Each act within your life playing out before you as you relive your memories. Flashes of going out, attempting to teach, trying to follow the path set forward by you in your mission. Ultimately, you come back to an angry father, one who strikes you across the face. As the hammer makes impact and you feel your skin split and unconsciousness take over you, the blackness gives way again to a new memory. Stillview. You recall this one vividly. The one that set you forth as a hero to the town. A raid of bandits. They come in fast. You find yourself fighting as the bandits begin to overrun the small village. You fight, and you realize something. This memory is a little different. This memory isn't the same as the one that you previously lived. The bandits are stronger. There's more of them. You watch as countless villagers around you die to their blades, to their arrows, to their magic. Familiar faces that you've come to know. Life being drained away from them. The sounds of chaos overtake the scene as the village begins to burn, and you drop to your knees, feeling as if there is nothing you can do. Son of Sturker, hero of Stillview. I know there's lots that you would want to change about your life. We could help you.
Who is this? Who is we?
You know who we are. The Gloom Sisters, of course. What would you change if you could? Would you have a loving father, perhaps? Would you save more of the citizens of Stillview in that raid? Perhaps you would change other things. What about when you first met your friends? Where was it? Keld, sister. I believe it was Keld. There was another raid there, yes? There was, sister. If I recall, many inhabitants died. We could help you fix that. Oh, but none of that compares, sister. None of that compares at all. For there is one life that hangs heavy on this cleric's shoulders.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Are you sure? You see him.
I said my goodbye to Godric.
You see Godric standing before you, covered in blood, staring down at you. He could still be alive, you know.
That's not the real Godric. He'll fucking take his hammer out. Fucking swing at him.
Godric dissipates in a puff of smoke as your hammer passes through. You hear laughter fill the space as the sound of the three hags begin cackling. All around you, the raiders begin to turn, and before you know it, next to you is all of your friends. Reyna, Reese, Brynja, Morgan. As they turn, they charge. A battle ensues as you fight amidst the raiders, and as you get distracted trying to take one of them down, you turn, and you see all four of them dead, bleeding on the ground. In unison, they each ask you, "Brag, why?" What would you do to save them, perhaps? You know what's coming.
Get the fuck out of my head! He's gonna fucking take his hammer and throw it at them. Not at them, but like in their direction.
You throw the hammer. Reese.
Yep.
You find yourself blinking awake, nestled in a comfortable cot on the side of a mountain in a well-carved cavern. You take a moment to focus. The place around you, familiar, as you sit up in your cot. You feel movement next to you. The form of someone stirring. You see a woman with ashen gray skin turn over, looking up at you. Eyes white as paste, black hair. What's the matter?
Right, who's here? I already know the answer, but who's here? I'd like you to say it out loud.
She sits up all the way, kind of putting a hand on your shoulder. What? What are you talking about?
I'm not even acknowledging her.
It's just me.
You chose the wrong fucking memory to call on. 'Cause I have not seen this face.
Look at me. And you feel her kind of shake your shoulder. Please, what's wrong? Look at me. And she shakes your shoulder again. You blink, and she's on the ground, staring at you. Look at me!
He's frustrated at this point. He's just gonna, like, reach out to just palm and push down the face.
You do, and as you push it down, she vanishes in a puff of smoke. As you get flashes before you, memories that are familiar, forms you can't quite recognize, as they kill this woman. You feel rage, you feel fury as you watch her die. You feel the love that you had for her. One of them turns, looking at you, eyes glowing golden. You're hit with a new set of flashes as you blink again, reliving another familiar memory. The sound of battle rages all around you. A war. As you go through the motions, swing after swing, block after block, fight after fight, you hear the voice in your head. Come now, Reese. Are these memories really enough? We could help you remember more. You don't need this scavenger hunt. Wouldn't you like to know who killed your dear Riatori?
As he hears those syllables, those last syllables, I imagine he's just like moving automatically through this memory.
Yep.
He's gonna like stop in the middle. Several things. One, I do not do what I do for the memories alone, and I will not be helped by anyone but those who have already helped. Two, you will keep her fucking name out of that larynx, or I will mount it on my wall.
Yeah. There's a flash again as you find yourself even further in the battle, exhaustion having overtaken you. You're bleeding from multiple areas. You feel weak. You know that you cannot fight much longer.
Two arrows in the shoulder, one more in the rib, one more in the thigh, splintering, one arrow in each hip, one sword back and chest. Just repeating it over and over again, just grounding himself.
You go through the motions, and with each fight, you take more and more damage. Eventually, you are succumbed to your wounds as darkness overtakes you. You find yourself again in a black void now. If not for your first, then what of her? And you see Brynja in the distance. Not paying attention to you, currently kneeling on the ground, staring off at something, her hands, blood on them, looking concerned.
Reese isn't going to say anything. He's just going to try and go over and put a hand on her shoulder.
You do so. She doesn't seem to notice. There's no reaction as you put a hand on her. You look down at your stone-like hand on her shoulder, and you watch as the stone turns to skin. The muted touch becomes real as you feel feeling take over. You feel her warmth. You smell her. We could help with that. Brynja.
Damn, these bitches are dirty. These bitches are
Motherfuckers.
dirty.
Ah!
Damn, good job, Vince. Yes.
Shit, damn.
Yeah, fucking great job. Holy shit.
There's some whole shit.
Yes, Odin.
As you watch the bear eviscerate Seer, a new vision takes over as red fills your eyes, and it clears, and you find yourself running through the woods. Panic having overtaken you, the feeling of being chased. You stop, taking a deep breath, pushing yourself up against a tree, trying to be as unnoticeable as possible. You hear the sounds of crashing, of branches breaking, heavy panting. The sounds that you're familiar with. A bear chasing prey.
So you said this is a memory, or just a new scene.
New scene. This is
New
not a
scene, of
memory.
course. Okay, yeah, all right. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Trees don't do shit. Bears climb real good, real good. Uh, I'm gonna look. Is there like any kind of stones or something, or like at my feet, or larger? I'm thinking of like, are my hands bloody? Do I have any kind of blood on me right now?
Yes,
Or
they are. They
okay,
still have Seer Reich's blood on them.
lovely. Okay, I was thinking of like trying to find something that I could like throw with like my blood on it, like in the opposite direction of where I want to go.
Okay. You find a decently sized rock on the ground that you pick up, kind of smearing some of the blood on it, and you give it a good throw, taking off in the other direction. What else do you do?
Yeah, trying to think calm, high panic, is it just like like endless like forest? I'm trying to look for some kind of
Endless tracts
landmark
of
or
forest. The forest itself gives you familiar vibes. It's like the forest of Westwatch in the area you grew up, but it's nothing you recognize.
do I hear the bear still like coming in, like coming in my direction, or
There's a little bit longer of where you assume the bear took the bait and went towards that smell, but it doesn't take long before you hear the sounds of the bear following you again.
my instincts like run further, run again, but then I'm going to slow down and stop and breathe and think about where I am, what just happened. I'm gonna turn around and look for the bear.
You pause, turning around and looking. It's gone quiet. Your breath heavy in your chest. You look around. Suddenly, there's a set of crashes as you see a massive grizzly bear charging at you. Foot over foot as branches break, it is in a dead sprint directly towards you. Fangs bare,
I'm
letting out a roar.
I'm gonna shift and just hold out my hands and just say, "Papa, please, it's me."
The bear charges forwards and at the last minute throws on the brakes as you see the grizzly bear comes to a stop, mere inches away from your face. The breath heavy in your nose. It stares you down, letting out this roar, looking at you with familiar eyes.
That's what I was gonna look for. I was gonna look at the eyes. She's just gonna hold her ground, try her best to like freaking, not fall to the ground freaking scared, but she's just gonna hold her ground and have her hands up and just look at him in the eyes. Papa, Papa, it's me. It's me. It's not a vision. It's not whatever those hags put in your head. It's me. I'm here. I'm here.
The bear looks you up and down, and there's this moment where, as it's looking in your eyes, you see recognition. Softness appears within the angriness of the previously charging grizzly bear. You blink, and instead of a grizzly bear before you is instead the shifted form of your father. Brynja. He grabs your shoulder and pulls you in.
I hold him tight. Papa, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you. I'm so sorry.
Where are we?
I don't know. They said you left for Deadcrest Mound. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
He still hasn't let you go, still holding you in a very tight hug.
Yeah.
I'm not as strong as I thought.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Y'all have our bad days. You're the strongest person I know. Whatever they promised you, you don't need that.
He kind of pulls back from the hug, still holding kind of close to you, looking at your face. Brynja, what's happened to you, my child? His voice getting soft.
I didn't listen to my parents, that's what happened.
He kind of reaches up and puts a hand on your face. You are real, right?
I'm real.
And he, kind of sighs, letting his hand drop as he looks around and sits down on a boulder nearby, kind of putting his head in his hands. I'm sorry, everything's kind of muddled right now.
You've been gone a long time. They did something to you, or messed with your head. Whatever our heads get. I need to get out of here. Did you make a deal with them? Remember, try to remember. What did they tell you?
He kind of pauses for a second. Clearly, like, focusing really hard on trying to remember. I remember coming up here. I found them. They showed me horrible memories. I was about to ask them for something, and then I saw the Seer. Raisha, she followed me and kind of looks around. Is she here?
Yes, I saw her. I saw her and we got separated. They said that she came to look for you.
She stopped me before I could ask for anything, I think. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering.
Like I said, you've been away for a long time. Just here, just focus on me. And let's just gather ourselves. You know what happens when we let the beast have control too long? It can make your head fuzzy.
He kind of refocuses back on you, shaking his head. Looking up at you, you see his eyes kind of starting to get wet as the beginning of tears begins to form in the corners of his eyes. I thought I'd lost you too.
No. No. No matter how upset I was mostly upset at myself. You always just were trying to protect us. And you were doing what you thought was right. I always ran from my problems, remember? You and Bren would fight because he actually would challenge things, and I just ran. I'm sorry for running, Papa. I wasn't the only one hurting. I was selfish.
He kind of reaches out, grabbing your hand. You can see he's kind of having trouble, like, forming the words. You've always known your father to be very stoic, very straightforward, a hard egg to crack.
Yeah, the tears are throwing me off.
In this moment, you see a very vulnerable man. Do you know what the hardest thing and the thing I most regret I ever did was?
What?
Letting both of you go. I've had some time to think since you left. I think my thoughts consumed me. My regret, my anger at myself, my wantingness to fix it, to make the pain stop. I don't know. You're interrupted as you hear the sound of footsteps, and you see Raisha step into view. In an instant, your father breaks contact with your hand, and you see him jump forward in his shifted form, slamming his claws directly into her chest, just under her ribcage, in the same spot you saw the wound previously. All around you, the woods begin to fade, and you find yourself atop a barren hill. All around you are ruins. Before you, off to the left, you see them. Raisha and your father, unmoving, locked in a position that they've likely been in for a while now, with your father's hand up to its wrist in Raisha's chest. Next to them, amidst the ruins, you see a small fire. Atop it is a cauldron. Various colors of purple and green, reds and blues glow amidst these runes that dot the landscape around the fire. You see 3 figures. On the left is a hag, green, short, dressed in rags, their hair in dreadlocks running well past their shoulder blades. On the right, another green hag, taller than the first, lankier, hair cut short, a large hat atop their head. And in the middle behind them is a massive creature, standing nearly double your height, crooked in form, almost as if they have extra joints where they shouldn't. You see the pale skin of what could potentially be called a humanoid. Their crooked face looks at you menacingly. The other 2 beckon you forward. "Come, Brynja," the big one says. "I feel as if we have much to discuss."
Are these the only people I see around?
Yes.
Fuck. Where are my friends?
They're safe. She just gives a dismissive hand wave.
What did you do to them? What did you do to them? And I point to my father and Raisha.
The smaller green hag cackles. "Why, we saved them, dearie." The other hag chimes in. "Your father came up here, seeking a boon from us. Your dear Seer sought to stop him." And the larger hag chimes back in. "He didn't like being interrupted."
Let them go. Let my friends go. And let us leave.
Should we let them go, as you say? Raisha will die in seconds.
And if she stays like this, she is in a perpetual dream state of whatever you put her in. That isn't living. If anyone knows about that best, it's her.
One of the other hags chimes in. "It doesn't have to be like this, Brynja. They can both walk away."
I assume that's where you're going to offer some kind of deal. Something you want from me in exchange. It's how this works, right?
The smaller hag chimes back in. "It's what we do best, sweetie."
I'm not here to make a deal with you. I'm not here to cause you harm. I'm just here to get my father back. And to get Raisha.
You would condemn them to death?
I look at my father. Is there any wounds on him or anything that would...
Doesn't appear to be. You assume them, she was just referring to
Just
Raisha.
referring to Raisha. Okay. I can't control death. And you shouldn't either. And whatever you're offering, it wouldn't be the life that she would want. I don't want her to die. We've had our issues. You've been in my head. But I also have made enough deals in my life that I'm not looking for any more.
The large one lumbers around the fire towards you, towering above you as she crouches down, her body creaking like a tree moving in the wind. She looks you in the face, cocking her head, studying you. You are certain of this?
In the back of my head, if I try to reach out to Seyoon, do I feel anything?
Oh, no.
That's what I thought. Yep. I figured this is their space. If fucking Aisha can't, then yep. I don't know what I could even offer you, but I can't. I won't.
You hear this raspy sound come from the hag, some semblance of a sigh, as she straightens herself back up, creaking as she comes to her full height. Very well. I can tell your mind is set. Reyna.
What now?
You
Let
are
me
left.
relive the second worst day of my life. What do you want from me now?
You are left with a question,
Oh, great.
a proposition.
Oh, what they said the Well, I appreciate the offer. I'm afraid I already have assistance in my quest for vengeance. So I will have to politely decline.
You hear the sound of cackling as what sounds like 3 distinct voices are laughing. Your patron, please. Tell me, what do you actually know of the Valkyrie Hurya?
Less than I'd like. At least about her specifically. But I do know she is a Valkyrie. And I know the price of my power has been more than worth it.
You would do well to remember that position does not stay the hand of intention.
let us simply cut to the chase. What is it you are offering? What is it you want from me? At least this I will be able to remember.
I offer you insight into what your Valkyrie patron is actually doing.
And the asking price, what is it you are wanting from me?
It is nothing substantial. We simply just want a bit of power. It would merely be temporary, of course.
Yeah, see, that is unfortunately a little too vague for my liking. Is there any way you could be a bit more specific? What do you mean power?
The deal is as it stands, should you wish to take it.
It's no deal. If I do not know exactly what I am giving up, then no thank you. I am here to help my friend and nothing more. So, I would like to get back to that.
Very well. Craig,
Yes.
you swing your hammer wildly. It passes through countless visages of bandits as you fight through what is left in Stillview. Eventually, you find yourself alone, standing in the middle of town. You hear the voice again. Last chance, son of Sturker.
Get out of my head.
Reese.
Yep.
You two are left with a proposition. As you feel the warmth, the touch, the smell overtake you, the question lingering, you see Brynja take off into the darkness, the void beyond disappearing out of view. You're left by yourself.
You clearly can see more of my memories than I can, which means you already know what the price of what I need to do is. So being able to have any sort of sensation before that's done, though lovely, is not necessary. I'm here to help Brynja. Unless you're looking to offer that up on the table, nothing is exactly. There's not going to be a price, but it's going to be worth it. So, if we could speed this up, I'd like to get back to having a civil conversation on equal footing, if that would be exactly to your liking.
Help Brynja. Let's discuss.
There are obviously two people who came up here, and I'm sure you're not likely to let them go either without dying, which is not preferable in our circumstance, as we both know that we'd be outclassed in that fight, or without some sort of twist where they die as soon as they leave the hill, neither of which are preferable. You clearly are trying to make a deal using these two as bargaining chips and playing coy with whatever it is you think I want.
And so what are you proposing then?
I'm unsure as to what exactly the price is, especially since I don't know what I could provide as somebody who has no influence in this world, realistically. But we need to leave here with those two. I'd like to do this civilly if possible. If you would like to do this civilly, I would like to discuss. But if you're not willing to do this civilly, then we have a completely different conversation, of which I'm sure you'd rather do, in person, where it's not just illusions you would be fighting with.
There is a brief flash as you see before you, close, within 5 feet, 3 figures. Just as previously described to Brynja. The large one, head cocked, looking down towards you. There is no need for violence, of course. It should be worth noting that there has been no deals made as of today.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
Does that include the two that were already here?
Her father was seeking to make a deal with us. He was stopped before he could.
Are both of them well? Or are there going to be issues with them being removed from this place?
Well, I do not believe both of them are well. And the smaller hag kind of chimes in. Brynja's father kind of may have mortally wounded Seerisha. The other hag chimes in. Nothing of our own doing, of course. That was of his own volition.
What did he seek here? Clearly something he couldn't get on his own, something he needed more than mortal powers to possess.
The larger hag kind of waves her hand. It's as many others before him have sought. They want to forget the pain.
Lovely. And I'm sure you will not part with them lightly, especially not without them being on the verge of death.
A wicked grin cracks across the tall hag's face. We've just met, and yet you know us so well.
I've met plenty like you already. Those with power looking to manipulate those beneath them to do their bidding. The gods do it, both like here, every tribe under the sun, every rich person who needs a quarry dug. It's not exactly an uncommon story, but you clearly have the power to back it up.
I think you forgot your lovely family as part of that list.
I know nothing about them. Honestly, you know better than I do. So, I'm not one to judge without any outside influence. I'm merely speaking from what I have seen with my own 2 eyes.
Perhaps we could offer that Seer Raisha, should you want to help Brynja. Walks away alive. No strings attached for her leaving the mound or some number of days. She will leave here healthy, and she will die by causes not of our influence whenever she does. In exchange, we would collect on this at a time of our choosing, in a method of our choosing.
I'm assuming you're not looking to be any more specific about this.
Why would we?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of a shit deal. So, if we could, pack up this little dreamscape, I'd like to be able to speak with my friends about how to move forward. Thank you.
Very well. One of the other hags, kind of under their breath. This has been no fun. Simultaneously, all of your visions fade, and instead, the 3 of you find yourselves in blackness. Brynja, you turn to look towards Raisha and your father. You see them unfreeze. Your father looking down at his hand, looking up to Raisha, shocked. Pulling free, taking a few steps back, beginning to breathe heavy as Raisha collapses to the ground.
I'm gonna rush up, see if I can catch her.
You manage to grab her. She looks up to you, breath shaky as blood pools down the sides of her face. Brynja.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
No. I can see it now. This was how it was always supposed to happen. You've grown so much.
I'm sorry. You don't deserve this.
To any of us. She reaches up again with both hands now, cupping your face. When I'm gone, you know what that means.
I don't know if I could do it.
She looks around. I can hear them again. Spirits. She looks back to you. She lets her hands kind of fall, kind of grabbing one of your hands as you can feel her life draining away. Do you know what they're telling me?
What? What are they telling you?
That you've done a great job.
I'll try. I'll stop running. Seer. I promise.
Listen to the spirits. If you listen hard enough, I'll be there. And you feel her hand go limp as she lets out one final breath. The rest of you, the darkness fades as you find yourselves atop a barren hill. Before you is a spread of ruins. You see but 3 figures. Brynja, her father, a few feet away from her, a man who looks worn and tattered. Longer, brownish-gray hair, a small bit of facial hair that has been unkempt and allowed to grow free. Fairly burly in size, but in this moment looks very small. Blood completely covering one of his hands. In Brynja's lap, you see the limp body of Seer. A woman with this deep auburn hair. Very thin, pale. Lithe features that match that of those that aren't too dissimilar from a deer. She looks in a dead stare up towards Brynja, not breathing.
Are we too late?
She's gone. Or she's with the spirits. I'm gonna close her eyes. Hold her hand. And I look, the hags are gone.
There's no sign they were even there. No smoke or embers from the fire. No cauldron hanging over it. No glowing runes. Just a ruined space, void of life.
I could have saved her, but I didn't know the cost. And I don't know what. I couldn't make a deal. I couldn't do it.
I think that's probably for the best. I think any sort of deal you would have or could have made would have ended with a worse outcome in the long run. But for whatever it is worth, I'm sorry. Is there any special rites to perform? Any burial or pyre or
she needs to go back
something
home.
we can do?
You need to take her back. And I look over to my dad.
He's dropped to his knees at this point, seemingly probably in shock.
Yeah.
Just staring at his bloody hand in his lap.
And I just put my hand over his. Papa, don't. I know you don't blame yourself. You hurt her. This is how it was supposed to be.
Real quick, I'm just gonna look to Crag and Reese, kind of try and subtly get their attention and just nod down the hill, let's give them some privacy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait for you at the bottom of the hill. Take as much time as you need. We'll go down.
He eventually kind of moves his hand to grab yours, still saying nothing. We should go. And he moves over and scoops up Raisha's body in his arms.
We follow him.
You turn, giving one last look to the ruins atop Deadcrest Mound. Something does catch your eye. You see left on one of the pedestals, there is still one singular glowing rune that catches your attention.
I step a little closer and look at it.
Looking at it, you see this divoted outline around it, almost as if it can move in and out of this space like a button.
Wish Morgan was here.
Right? Goddamn.
Yeah, because I don't know if I fucking can. I don't think I have anything I could probably, like, hey, can I figure out what the fuck this is? Like, what rune is this? If I wasn't so fucking, like, have gone through the goddamn ringer, if this was, like, at the very beginning of this journey, the little cat in her head would have been like, ooh, button, push! But after going through the fucking ringer, she's just gonna make a mental note and maybe try it, like, so that she could draw it at some point. But she's not gonna touch it.
You make your way back down the hill, following the rest of the group as you leave Deadcrest Mound. What direction do you head?
Back to the tribe.
Really quick before we leave, there wasn't any sort of like signs around like the base of the hill. It's just like on all sides, just hill. Like there's no entrances or anything around the sides.
Unless you spent a lot of time like coming around the hill itself, it's very big. It would be,
Gorge.
yeah, it would be hard to tell.
I imagine like more than a day traveling around the side of it.
Likely.
Piss.
It's like the size of a mountain, just not as tall. It's a fucking huge hill. I think
Yeah.
God damn.
it's a huge ass hill.
If I only could.
Are we coming back here?
If we do, well, I was going to say bring Morgan. I saw some rune up there, but that was interesting. But at the same time, I don't know if I want him anywhere near those sisters, just for his safety. I can see him being very appealing to them with his gifts. I worry about them taking advantage of him. Are you all okay?
You've spent enough time around Reese at this point. Man is tense.
Yeah,
Like-
I say okay, and I look at everyone who
I
look
feel
like
we've been together long enough to be like,
we have the
seen
1,000-yard
some
stare.
shit.
We've seen everyone's.
Yeah.
Like, once we got back down to the hill, Reese is just pacing.
Oh yeah, he's okay. Yeah.
genuinely probably same.
Crag
Like,
is
just trying to get all of the energy out.
Crag is probably just sitting like on a log while you guys do that, and he's just not bawling, but you could tell he was crying
Oh.
very, very hard.
The reason I ask is because we still have something to find here. So I didn't know if we wanted me to head back
Oh.
up, go look around for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Before we left. I can also meet you all there
Fuck with
No,
you.
I'm not. I.
You have funeral rites to do. You have to go.
Okay. If you. And I'll tell
I'm
you
more-
exactly. I'll tell you exactly where I saw that rune. I'll come back as soon as I. How long did it take to get here?
Like 3 days at least.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at about 2 days ish.
Okay. Okay.
That's if we're not coming back here.
I can go with my father. And I look over to him where wherever he's lingering with the body of Raj. And if you all don't show up at the gate in a few days, I'm coming back here.
Oh, I will absolutely be back. Can't die, remember? I'll make my way back. But, again, this is if we're not planning on coming back here. If we are, we can go do the funeral,
I think
come back.
I think as long as we're here, I think we can delay for at least a few hours.
Okay,
For as long as we are here, so we don't have to come back.
fair.
All right. Are you okay if
Are
we
you-
get a head start? And
I was going to
again,
ask,
if
are
you're
you okay? Do you want somebody to go, and do you want one of us to stay with you for moral support?
Hmm.
Or are you
Oh.
going to be okay?
only if you don't want to be here, I'll be all right. And I look over to my dad. He needs me right now.
I think
Totally
you
fair.
two have a lot. I think you two have a lot to talk about. So we'll let you get your head start, so you can do that and make whatever preparations you need to make, and we'll deal with this.
Okay. Thank you all. I don't know what they put you through, but thank you for being here.
If it's anything like what I went through, we lived through it once. With a memory is, I'm sure mine was a very strong memory. It's nothing I haven't seen in dreams 1,000 times before. So
I give Raina like a pat on the side, the shoulder.
Do you have magical know-how? I'm more asking because if they try and get in our heads again, I don't know if I can keep it civil this time. And I'd rather not trade words with them again. I'm more asking if you'd rather have a break from them or if you want to investigate this. So I'm a bit on the fence.
wait, who are you
Crag.
talking to?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
I was confused.
Sorry.
I was like, hold on.
Hold on,
I
hold
thought I
on.
had said
Directed
Crag,
at-
but I may have said it too quiet or something.
I don't think I'd be able to keep it together if I went through that again.
Got it. We'll take care of it. Make sure they get to the tribe safe, yeah?
I don't want to leave you guys.
I'll
How
just
long did
put
it take to walk
Fine.
up down that hill?
It was a
Feel
solid
stupid
couple
for not-
hours.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Feel stupid for not touching that button. Running up
It's all
that
good.
hill.
Literally, that song was in my head this entire time. Except
I'll-
the meme version of
Yeah.
like, if I only could, I'd make a deal with God to have a God.
God,
for
it was
$10
like 10 bucks.
Yeah.
That's not very good. Yeah, but you're God.
Yeah.
I'll lean down to Craig and put a hand on your shoulder and just be like, we know our limits. I still have a bit in me. I'd rather make sure that she's not alone, yeah?
I'll like look between both of you guys and say, better not fucking die.
And
Don't
I'll just
worry,
kind
I
of like
think if-
look. I'll look between me and Rain and be like, I think we're good.
I think we'll be alright. And I think if Reese does fly off the handle, I think I have a pretty good chance of keeping him restrained. So, I think we'll be alright.
Be safe, please.
Mm. We'll do.
Kind of step
Will do.
over to Brynja and her dad's side.
Again, if I don't see you in half a day, I'm coming back. I'm finding your asses.
We'll
Okay.
be there.
We'll be there. Don't you worry. God damn, where's Reese's leash? Like, this would be perfect. This is the perfect opportunity for it.
Sorry, yeah. Be like, I trust you.
Got that shit on lock, but,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll be there. Come on. Let's resist making some terrible decisions. And I'll just like give Rain a playful
You
tap.
might have to resist making some terrible decisions. Like I said, it's nothing I haven't seen in dreams thousands of times before. So,
Well,
should I just put you in a chokehold now, or do you think you can make it up the hill by yourself?
I'll be fine.
Okay, I'll you do that.
Hey, yeah, don't come back in one piece, please. Quite literally, I would like all the pieces
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
all of them.
I will come back in one piece, not two, and just clank my bracers together.
Okay. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna.
worst case scenario, I get to see what it's like to have Reese in my head for a little bit. That does not sound pleasant, so let's hope it does not come to that.
I will keep myself in check.
So I guess yeah, we start heading back into the forest towards the tribe.
Okay.
And hopefully you guys don't have to fight 3 hags for a stone.
Let's hope.
Roll for
That's
initiative.
not That's not on my bingo card for this session, so let's hope it doesn't come to that.
You all split. Reese and Reyna, you make your way.
Split the party.
Split the party. It was just Reese and Reyna, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Reese and Reyna, you make your way back up the Deadcrest Mound. Takes you a while to get back up towards the top. It's still just as barren and just as strange feeling on your approach up. As you crest towards the top,
Gross.
you are not hit by any sort of visions or voices or any other strange feelings. And as you reach the very top, the ruins are still just that, ruins. No one around, no fires burning, no signs of anyone here except for when you were here.
Mhm.
And that's what we call a win.
Yep. And I'm looking for the glyph.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
It is not hard to find with the description Brynja gave you. You see it sticking out on a small ruin pedestal. Making your way over, it's a triangular glyph very akin to a button, as Brynja described. On it is a small glowing blue rune.
Is there any chance I could try and figure out what this does?
Yeah.
What is your spellcasting skill for your spells?
I believe it's spellcasting. If you're meaning like
Like
the
for
attribute.
warlock, yeah, like what you use to cast.
Spirit.
That is
Mine
spirit.
is spirit.
Okay. Well, it should be a subset, right?
Yeah, because mine is faith.
Yeah, mine's faith as well.
I mean, mine just has spell. I think mine is just spell casting.
Okay,
But, like,
okay.
it's based on my spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So can I have you make me a spellcasting roll?
Got it.
Can I join in as well?
Sure.
Let's go.
I still have 3
Hell yeah.
pennies. Okay.
I can do math. 11.
I only got a 4.
Okay. So this is the rune itself is a pretty complex enchantment. Nothing like hostile or curse or anything like that pops out.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like, looking at both the rune and the button is connected to any larger like mechanism. It's likely that whatever the enchantment is activated by the button.
Cool. So now the question is, oh yeah, okay. Well, that answers the question.
You push the button.
The
Wasn't
restart
it-
of Reese took over. I heard there was no danger. All right. Boop.
We're gonna find out.
There's this brief, intense flare of magic as you begin to hear what sounds like stone being carved. And as you turn towards the sound, you begin to see in the stone of the hilltop steps being carved out, watching as they go down further into the hill.
Under the hill, beneath
Oh.
the barren hill.
Beneath the barren hill. Let's do this.
Let's go. I'm getting my spear ready. I don't know
Yeah,
what the fuck
Reese
is
is
down there. I
summoning
got
the
my
sword.
spear.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a fucking tunnel where it's dark as shit or what?
It is dark. There's no other light source in here.
Light
Yeah.
on the tip of my spear.
All right. You make your way down the stairs, and they slowly descend further and further. You walk for quite a while, probably going down a good 100, 150 feet or so. As you kind of crest towards the bottom, the stairs level out, opening up as the rock carves away, showing before you this very finely crafted room made of stone. There's all sorts of intricate adornments, carvings, and other statues filling the space. On the far end, you can see the outline of what is probably a door of some kind, although it's made completely of stone. And all around it, you see a bunch of different pedestals as well, each with their own symbols on them.
Awesome.
Do any of
Well,
these
how far do we want
symbols?
to take this?
Do any of these symbols look familiar or no?
They do.
Honestly, that was my first question, but I wasn't sure if that was a question that I would know the answer to, so...
They do. Each of these symbols is associated with one of the realms, and there is one symbol for each of them.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
okay. So, how far are we willing to go without the backup? Granted, I think we could take whatever is down here, but how far are we willing to take this?
That's part of the reason I wanted to see if we were going to be coming back, because if we're not, we might as well take it all the way in. Don't exactly like it. I'd like to
Can't
at least.
either, but I do kind of at least want to. Let's see what's behind the door,
Yeah,
and we'll make a decision from there.
agreed. So I'll go up to the doorway.
You make your way over. There is no visible handle, and when you try to push it, it doesn't budge.
2 warlocks walking down the hall, 5 feet apart.
I'm
Because they're.
gonna press. Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure I'm not gonna open a door to one of the fucking terrible ass realms. Give me 1 second. There's guide to Nyrverold.
Shit, fuck. What, like.
Because I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. I am going to press. I look at the Jotunheim one for a second, but I'm gonna press the button for Villerheim.
Villerheim?
Mhm.
Okay. You go over, reaching down. You press the button for Villerheim. You hear this clicking sound. Can I have both of you make me spirit rolls, please?
Oh shit!
Oh no, this is a bad idea. Okay.
Not a
uh,
good time. This is not what I thought it was then. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna spend a Benny because that was real bad.
I rolled all right.
uh,
I rolled all
4.
right. 7.
Okay. Can I have each of you roll me a d6 and just tell me evens or odds?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Evens.
Even.
Both evens. Okay. So with the 4, you
Y'all
avoid.
were so good at this.
You avoid any of the additional effects, but you still take damage. And then Reyna, with your
It's
roll,
a spin-off. We've all. Oh no.
you're gonna take half damage since you got higher, right?
I got a 4.
Oh, wait.
I got the 4.
You got
I
the
got
4.
a 7.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
you
I
sucked.
got the 4.
I see.
Yeah, I suck.
I don't know why I thought I heard someone say 11.
No.
Great. Okay,
No,
so
I rolled an 11 on my
Spirit roll.
spellcasting roll to get here.
Oh yeah.
But
okay, cool. So same thing for both of you guys.
Woo!
You will not suffer any of the other effects, but you will still take damage.
Okay.
Does a 9 beat your toughness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Barely,
God.
but yes.
Okay. So you are both shaken. At least it's not
Okay.
terrible.
That's not awful. Yeah,
as-
that's not terrible.
As you hear the clicking, there's suddenly this immensely bright flash as these rainbow-like colors completely sear the room, and you feel your skin burn under the light.
Oh God, we tripping balls. All right, let's go.
You close your eyes just in time to not be blinded.
Yeah.
Before the light eventually
Yeah.
fades, and you're left blinking, your eyes adjusting back to the lighting prior.
What just
Nothing
happened?
else has changed about the room.
Nope.
Okay, so this is not where I thought it was. I thought these would open doorways to the realms. Okay.
So hold on.
Mm.
What just happened then?
I
You
hit
just,
the
like-
Villerheim button, and I'm assuming since the light is the driving force of the war in that realm, that's why there was searing light throughout here. At least my guess. It might be different if we press a different button. I don't know if you want to keep risking it, but
Not particularly.
right. My guess is if we press the right button, that doorway will open. Fuck knows what's behind it. So
Then we should probably wait for the others, yes?
yeah,
Because I do
We'll
not
come
know
back.
enough about...
we'll come back.
Let's get the fuck out of here!
Fuck, I miss Morgan. Just
Same!
yeah,
Right?
try and catch up to those fuckers.
Okay. You make your way out, hastily making your way back down the hill in an attempt to catch up with them. Pushing through a little bit into the day, you're eventually able to catch up with them after they've made camp for the night, having already
Sick.
made dinner and having begun to bed in. So you both arrive, and then Crag and Brynja, you see Reese and Reyna come back up as you've all settled down for the night at a campsite.
You are muted.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yep.
Had screaming cat and all that good stuff. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, relatively so.
Did
Yeah.
you have any luck?
Button opens upstairs to a room that has a button for each realm and a doorway that doesn't actually open, assuming that we pressed the Villaheim button. Place filled with searing light. We didn't get blinded, but didn't feel great. So, assuming we have to press the right one in order to open the door, who knows what's after that.
Oh, so like some kind of puzzle you like...
Yeah.
Seems so.
And we could have
Okay.
risked it and kept going, but
No, I'm glad you came back. We'll just go back there. We at least know what to expect now, though. How's my dad doing?
yeah.
Basically hasn't said a single word.
I figured, yeah.
Mm.
I'm like,
Well-
oh, now this is familiar.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring him some food, because knowing him, he's not eating anything unless I fucking force it in front of him.
You would be correct.
And I'm just gonna sit next to him as I nibble on my food.
Wow. Required.
If I'll do the talking when we get back home. If you want.
He kind of pauses in the middle of eating.
Oh my god. Ow.
I have to take ownership for this. It's my fault that she's dead.
It was an accident. And those witches had your head all muddled. They were taking advantage of you.
What? Fuck. No.
Her death is just as much on me.
I'm afraid that it wasn't a factor that the witches were in my head. It was just me.
No matter what happens, just promise me you won't go back to that place you went after Mama died.
He kind of reaches over and puts his hand on top of yours. And just kind of gives you a look. One that is a confirmation without actually saying it. And then just quietly goes back to eating his food.
Yeah.
I don't think it's either of your fault. Take it for somebody who blamed himself when someone close to him died. And Brynja, I blame myself because I thought if I was there, he'd still be here. Maybe even be with us for the longest time. And you made me realize that it wasn't my fault. And for your dad. Did we learn his name? I'm sorry.
Oh, I probably mentioned a long time ago. Hey guys, this is Brom.
Brom? Okay.
Brom.
Okay. And Brom, from what we've heard from Brynja, you're not a monster. And yeah, your hand might have done the last blow, but when somebody holds your hand and stabs somebody, are you really to blame for that? I just think that you guys blaming yourself is exactly what they want. And is exactly what's going to tear your family apart.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you for the kind words. But I have to take responsibility for this. Acknowledging my mistakes is the next step I need to take. Ignoring them is what got me here in the first place.
Fuck. And I go back to eating, but yeah, Brynja catches herself. She said that because, yeah, listen, I really screwed things up with the tribe. I need to. I doubt that they don't want me. They don't want me, but for Raisha, I need to. Technically, I'm supposed to now be their leader. That's how it goes. That's what Raisha was talking about when she was. But I don't deserve, even if I wanted to. I've run away from them at all possible moments. But I need to... If they ask me to stay, I don't know if I can say no, guys. Because I've already...
You feel your father's hand on your shoulder as he kind of forces you to turn to him. To be Seer is a heavy burden, Brynja. Not one that I could ever fully understand. But the responsibilities to the tribe. Don't make the same mistake I did. Family first, then the tribe.
I've talked to Seyun. It's why I was able to find you. It's because Raisha disappeared. Bren's still alive, Papa. And I lost him, but I'm going to find him again. And I'm going to bring him home. And I won't abandon the tribe again. But I'm not going to abandon Bren again. I did that to him once. And I won't do it again.
He kind of just nods, understanding.
But I understand if the tribe doesn't see that the same way. So I want you to know that even if I'm not welcome anymore, I'll still come back. I blame my problems on everyone else but myself. And look where that's got me.
He kind of gives your shoulder a squeeze. Then find him. Bring him home. We'll figure out the rest of this later.
Brynja's just gonna bury herself in his side and hug him. And just kind of let out a lot of the pent-up emotion that has just been building up at those words where it's like, oh my god, okay. She needed that. Dad's on my side. She needed that.
He stands up and kind of grabs your hand, pulling you to your feet. Come.
I go with them.
He brings over to Raisha's body. I've been giving it some thought. I think it would be harder not only on you, but on the rest of the tribe to reaccept you if you were to show up with her.
Considering how I left and our relationship, it wouldn't be a good, again, yeah, I would not expect any welcome. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'll bring her home. I'll throw myself the mercy of what I deserve. I don't know what it is, but I need to take responsibility for it. It's possible that Hrefna will see to grant me leniency. But I wouldn't blame her if she didn't. He kind of looks down to Raisha. As you recall, it's customary for the Seer to say something for the deceased.
Brynja's just gonna take a deep breath and hold her hands out to Raisha. And she's going to say a few things, and she'll do that at the end. Seer Raisha, you've done your duty to your tribe, to Seun. Your whole life. With dignity. And with the patience of a saint. I regret how I treated you. I regret the time that we didn't get to have as teacher and pupil. I regret that my cowardice kept me from seeing the care you were trying to give to not only me, but to the tribe. I didn't understand you. We argued constantly. But I know there was no malice in your heart. Thank you for saving my dad. Thank you for giving me chance after chance after chance. I promise I won't let the Seer die with you. I will come back, and I will spend the rest of my life trying to make you proud. And I hope to hear you on the winds. And I will listen to you this time when you try to give me advice. Find peace. Rest. And know that the tribe will be okay. We'll make sure it'll be okay. And I hold my dad's hand. And I'm gonna say a small prayer in Sylvan.
You stand there for some time, in the silence, respecting the dead. Eventually, you turn and make your way back to camp. And that's where we'll take our break. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see you then.